One of the biggest cancers in 2K ever since we've all been playing 2K are those teams that go into 5v5 modes and just sit in a zone the entire time. Usually the strategy is to go 5 out and to just shoot them out of the zone, and that's been the meta for years. But I got tired of that. I want to be able to have more centers be competitive centers. A lot of centers are just not competitive, or you have to play a specific way with a non-shooting center in order to be competitive. And that's how me and my homies came up with this strategy on how to consistently beat a 2-3 and get him out of it without having to be a meta center. So be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and let's get into this video. I'm not gonna lie, this is an extreme example, but this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm playing the power forward and there's a 6'3 shooting guard with high 3, high perimeter defense, and high steal. They are designed to sit in the corner or sit up top and do absolutely nothing. This particular guy was sitting and hiding in the corner the entire time. One of the biggest things about our lineup and how we beat these zones all the time off gate is that I have a 7-foot center that I run at the 4. And the way I play the game is really almost like a guard, let alone a 4. The biggest thing overall and the first tip though is to make sure you balance out the floor the right way. The way you want to balance out the floor is that you want to have your best shooter in the corner where the power forward is. Because the power forward, if they are 6'8", 6'9", usually have the ability to help the big man. And you want to be on the guard side, the side where they're hiding the small guard that can't play defense. You want to have your weak side guard on the hash where he takes up a couple of defenders where they can't necessarily help down and leave him. Then your point guard up top is going to be an uneven floor simply because, like I said, you want to take away that power forward in the corner. But you want to have your power forward either at the high post or at the opposite block, and you want to dump it down to him. That's how you're going to get the center to commit. You get the center to commit to him, and then you pass it across the lane to the power forward. And like I said, even if the little guard gets in front of him, the little guard can't stop him. Most of the time, even if the center tries to recover or is in decent position, the center is going to get dunked on. I run a build with a 90 standing dunk and contact big man dunks. Here's a perfect example of what I mean. You see how the shooting guard is taking up the power forward in the corner, and you see how the small forward is playing on the hash. Now here we start with the big man at the high post and the big man on the block. You see how the guard doesn't really want to come down and guard me, and the big man is kind of shading to the high post where he has to play the center. Now, as the play goes on, you're going to see us swing the ball around. We're going to get the ball to the corner where the shooter is supposed to be. Now the center is going to dive to the opposite block. Now the center commits, and I get an easy dump off, and the guard cannot stop me on that inside pass from the dump off. Peep the setup here where the center kind of creeps down from the high post to the block. He's going to get the ball and get the center windmilled on because he cannot recover to both of us. Now watch how this one plays out, because watch them try to get up on the shooters, get up and double the ball, and I'm going to get an easy pass from up top because the center is bouncing back and forth, and even though I get pulled off the block, it's an easy layup. Here is one where I do get stopped actually though, because off the dump off pass I get pulled in, the center had time to come down and recover, he gets this easy stop. We're going to eventually pass the ball around, we're going to get the center to jump again because we realize he's just jumping for his life, and we're going to get an easy layup anyway. Alright, say you run into a high IQ center who can really bait you into that pass, or a really quick center who can just flat out recover and has like a Hall of Fame pogo or something. Those are the guys who, if you get caught going up in that animation, you can still dump it back off to the center. If the center is at the high post, he's supposed to dive down to the opposite block anyway, because you want him to be able to crash just in case you do get one of those bad animations that 2K is famous for. The biggest question is, how do you guard it? How do you stop it and everything? Well, the only way to stop it on the interior really is to pack the paint. Really to bring everybody in and just let shooters shoot. A lot of guys try to, like, if they see we have an AI because we're running with 4 guys that night, they'll try to run that guy in there or something, or have an extra guy in there and leave the AI wide open. So if your AI is not hitting, okay, you're going to miss. Your AI is not hitting. But if your AI is hitting, your AI is going to probably be out the way, hopefully be out of the way, and find the corner of its own and That's about really the only way to counter it. Or you just have a very, very, very high interior center that just stands there still and makes you miss layups. I'm not sure, but it happens. We created this strategy and we still have this one problem though, where we're still too close on the block sometimes. Like, you want both guys to be outside of the box, like on the outer box. Sometimes one of us will be like in the middle of the paint or like on the inside box, and it's kind of just not enough space to get out of the way, to get the center out of your way. You really want to just get that 1-2 up, that 1-2, that hold square as soon as you catch it. Immediate standing dunk animation. That's the best animation to get, and it's very consistent in this game when you have a high standing dunk and there's not a center standing in front of you. Or you're going to get just the easy over the top layup animation that you actually can make, because the game actually recognizes that small guards cannot guard centers in the paint. I'm gonna be honest though, like, before I start rambling, I'm ending this video. I understand that it's been a while. I understand that I haven't been as consistent as I wanted to be, or I said I was going to be. Trust me, I'm going to make more than freaking 5 videos this year. But until then, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, show some love, do something. I'll catch you guys in the next one.